JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before I get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. JCF says fatal shooting of Jamar Farquharson regrettable. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF has broken its silence on the controversial killing of 22-year-old Jamar Farquharson in Clarendon, describing the incident as most regrettable. Farquharson was shot dead inside his Cherry Tree Lane home on September 15 when a police team went there to execute a search warrant. Officers reported that, however, closed-circuit footage of the incident has cast doubt on that account and reignited calls for body-worn cameras to be mandatory during planned police operations. In a statement issued Thursday, the JSF said every fatal police encounter is deeply unfortunate, but stressed that the facts of Farquharson's death must be determined through an independent investigation. The force also criticized comments by Indicom Assistant Commissioner Amish Campbell, who recently suggested it was perfectly legitimate for the Commissioner of Police or the JSF's leadership to address fatal shooting incidents publicly even while probes are ongoing. This position is, at best, disingenuous, the JSF argued, noting that Indicom has often raised concerns both publicly and privately whenever the police have issued statements or commentary on such matters. The statement recalled previous Indicom guidance cautioning that premature disclosures could compromise investigations. It is therefore surprising to hear this about turn, the JCF said. Meanwhile, the police reaffirmed support for body-worn cameras, revealing that the procurement process for 1,000 new units, its largest single purchase to date, has been completed. Contracts are now with the supplier, with delivery expected in the coming weeks. Man handed over to police by residents following case of sexual assault. A suspect is in custody in connection with the sexual assault of a 7-year-old girl in Treadways, Linstead, St. Catherine on Thursday afternoon. The child was medically examined and was also reportedly confirmed that she was drugged by her attacker. The suspect was reportedly positively identified by the child. Her father said his daughter was attacked while walking home from school about 2:30 p.m.
Yesterday, my daughter was coming home from school. In the Three Bells, a man appeared from out of the bush behind her and jar in the bush, stuff substance in her mouth, cover her mouth as well that she can't bawl or say anything, my little 7-year-old daughter. Then after this, some Josie come out and so come she come out of the bush and start crying. I pass her by, I pass in a them car and see her like a person who living in the district. I pass in a them car and see her and call her and ask her what happened to her. The reason being why she was walking coming home from school, because the driver that was supposed to pick her up didn't get to pick her up, and she was there waiting all along. So she just tell herself, say, okay, she just going to walk come home, and yeah, that's what happened.
Residents launched a search for the suspect and approached a man seen loitering in the community. He was questioned and subsequently handed over to the police. Fisherman Jones after boat capsizes in Treasure Beach. Police in Pedro Plains, St. Elizabeth, are investigating the drowning of a fisherman in Treasure Beach on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as Damian Davis, 29, of Crossroads, Pedro Plains. Reports indicate that around 12:10 p.m., Davis was at sea in the Great Bay area when the boat he was on capsized. He reportedly got into difficulties and drowned. His body was later recovered and transported to the Black River Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police say a post-mortem examination will be conducted as investigations continue. Dave Edwards wanted for murder. The Kingston Eastern Police have named Dave Edwards as a wanted man in connection with a recent murder. According to investigators, Edwards is wanted in relation to the killing of a man along Mountain View Avenue in Kingston 3 on Wednesday, September 17. He's being urged to immediately surrender to detectives at the Elliston Road Criminal Investigations Branch. In the meantime, the police are appealing to anyone with information on his whereabouts to contact the Elliston Road CIB at 876-928-4200, Police Emergency Number 119, Crime Support 311, or the nearest police station. Family feud sparks deadly violence in Whitfield Town. Tensions are running high in sections of Whitfield Town, St. Andrew, following a brutal gun attack on Monday night that left 2 men injured. Gunmen armed with high-powered rifles and handguns sprayed bullets at patrons inside a bar at the intersection of Galloway and Mission Roads, both off Walton Park Road, sometime after 10 p.m. Police arriving on the scene found shell casings, some AK-47 and 9mm weapons scattered across the area. When the shooting subsided, 2 men were discovered suffering from gunshot wounds. One remains in hospital undergoing multiple surgeries after a vital vein in his leg was damaged, but the other has since been released. Right now, the doctors are trying to save the foot, cause shot bust a vital vein. Him in and out of the operation room. The other one get released from hospital yesterday, a relative of one of the injured men said on Wednesday. Relatives and residents say the violence stems from a bit of fallout between family members, one of whom is reportedly behind bars. Everybody know everybody. They were all friends. But you know it go when man stop TikTok and start them own things. We no want no war here. The place got locked down at back to school time, a resident said. Police have increased patrols in the community, enforcing stricter security measures and urging residents to stay off the roads at night. The incident has revived painful memories of residents who recall several violent firps at the same location. In November 2021, 51-year-old Julian Stevenson and the 28-year-old Kajane Watson were gunned down in separate shootings hours apart at the bar. Another man was also injured in that attack. Residents say trouble resurfaced earlier this year after municipal workers removed an abandoned car that had been used to hide an illegal gun. From the argument over the gun that was in the old car with KSA MC Techway and who should I replace it, till you get murdered further down the road over it, and then talk start make, and you them start fight against them one another. It lead to the shooting Monday. What next? An elderly resident asked. The St. Andrew South Police Division, which covers the community, continues to record the highest number of murders and shootings across the island. Up to September 20, there were 67 shootings and 59 murders, though both categories reflect year-on-year declines of 14% and 21% respectively. Mark Golding to remain PNP president. Mark Golding will continue as president of the People's National Party PNP following the official close of nominations for the post at noon on Friday. The party also confirmed that 4 members have been nominated for vice president positions: Michael Phillips, MP for Manchester North West; Ian Hills, MP for Westmoreland Western; Natalie Nita Garvey, MP for St. Catherine North Central; and Mayor Norman Scott, chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. As the number of nominations match the available positions, the PNP says no elections will be required. The party also extended gratitude to Senator Donna Scott Motley, who chose not to seek re-election after years of service as vice president. Comrade Scott Motley has served with distinction and played a pivotal role during the election campaign. The PNP acknowledges and thanks her for outstanding service and commitment to the movement, the statement read. Looking ahead, the PNP will host its 2-day National Executive Council meeting on October 4 to 5, followed by annual regional conferences and regional officer elections. The party's calendar will conclude with a 1-day private session of its annual conference on November 30, 2025. JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.